Hi, I'm Randy Alvarez. We're talking to one of the dentists, very successful dentist, highly trained dentist, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of continuing education after dental school, and some of the best before and afters I've seen. So good for you. And she, every once in a while, I guess you could probably bore me with the bite for hours on end. Is that
We
right?
could, yes.
But you've used my show for how long now? The Wellness Hour. Has it been over 5 years? 10 years?
I think 10 years.
10 years? Okay.
I think the first time we filmed, we were back at the news studio down in San Diego.
I didn't even know that.
We've done 3 shows. This is my 3rd show.
3rd show. And my biggest complaint is, and you've had success with the show.
I have had success, yes.
Who watches those local programming shows?
Yeah. Well, it's
So who does?
It's amazing. The people for sure that I know see the show are my existing patients, because I have lots and lots of patients come in all the time who tell me, oh, I saw you on television the other night, I was channel surfing and I saw your show. And people will compliment me on how articulate I sound.
They say that? Okay.
Yes. Or, you know, that I look like a movie star. There's just people that will compliment you on how much you know about dentistry, and showing pictures
But the patients,
of patients.
you feel like patients are almost easier, that if they've seen you on TV, they feel like they know you a little bit?
Yes.
You feel like it's as good as a referral, or maybe even better than a referral?
Well, it's been better than a referral for me. I
Okay.
mean, patients have come from further distances. They've come from areas of the county that they wouldn't see my sign driving by my office. They might not have even seen my advertisement in San Diego Magazine, but they did see the show.
But you get $25,000. I mean, you get big cases from the show.
I do. I have gotten some really large cases, some cosmetic cases from the show. I've even gotten some implant restorative cases. People that were looking for somebody who had experience and who did a lot of cosmetic work. Those are the patients that have found me through the Wellness Hour.
When you hear that just nobody watches TV, though, it's not true, right? I mean, people see it.
I think people have seen it, and they've complimented me when there's been a new show. So I do know that they've watched it more than once.
Is that right?
Yes.
Are there people that say, I've been watching you for years? Do you ever hear that?
Yes, I have seen that, because people will say, oh, I saw you again on television. And so people do watch those infomercials. And I don't know if they sit and watch the entire show or they just listen to 5 or 10 minutes of it, but they do notice that I'm on that television show.
I think you told me like one of your first cases have paid for your shows for like 10 years.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you've had a return. You know, people always think I'm exaggerating when I tell these stories, you know? But some people get great results. But I should also mention, you're good on TV. You're friendly, you're nice, and you do good work.
Well, I was telling you about the patient that came to me from a good 45-minute drive from my office.
Yeah, Fallbrook people never come out here.
Right. That's the good 45 minutes.
And we don't go to Fallbrook.
And she came to my office, and I did a large case on her that was more than $25,000 worth. And then that family sent 2 more of their family members to me, and that more than paid for the show just by doing that one family. So, and they're not the only ones.
Okay, good. And do you use it on your website?
I do.
Things like that?
I do. We have a link for it on my website. At least there better be one. I'll have to go back and
But what if somebody says, I
changes.
just don't, I don't know. I'm not a TV person. Or it's going to attract the Jerry Springer crowd or the wrong people. I mean, I always say, look, the people that are going to respond to this kind of a show, it's a very sophisticated group. I mean, some of these people are well-to-do. Is that true?
Yes.
Some of these people?
Some of the people are well-to-do, but some of them are just
regular people.
average, middle-income people who are going to, but when they're going to make the investment in their smile, they want to make sure that they're going to someone that has experience and that they trust and that they think is going to do a great job for them. And that's, I think, what it's brought me, as it's brought some really good quality patients. Some of those patients don't continue as routine patients, but they came to me for the big care, and then they're going back to their regular dentist for their routine cleanings. So that's a compliment to me.
Good. Now, have you ever, I don't think you've ever given me a referral from somebody you went to college with or dental school with.
I have passed out your card at LVI to a few people, and I have had people ask me.
They're always afraid, though. A lot of people are afraid. It's very, very difficult to get people, because I think you guys are perfectionists. This is my thing. Because you're perfectionists, you think of the idea and say, it sounds great, and then you start thinking, well, what am I going to say, and what am I going to show, and it's overwhelming.
Well, there are people who are very uncomfortable in a public setting like this.
But this is easier than public speaking. I mean, don't you agree with that?
Oh, it's very
Because
comfortable.
we stop and go.
This is actually much easier than the very first show where I had a whole room full of people. If you remember that, we were
Yeah, I
at the
do.
news station. That was much more intimidating. I think I was a lot more nervous here. Your setting is very comfortable. Just having one camera person, having someone do your makeup. I think this is a very comfortable, relaxed atmosphere. And the fact that you can edit it if you make a mistake, you can say something over again. I mean, that's also really comfortable. It's
Very
not,
nice.
Not the same as being live.
So you do get a return on your investment.
I think I've definitely gotten a return.
So it's
on
not my
investment.
friendly staff that got you motivated to do it. It's because of the return on investment. I make a joke because I always see doctors with patient testimonials on there talking about how friendly their staff is. It's like, who cares about my staff? That's a given, They should be friendly, right? But anyway, so thank you so much, by the way. Always a pleasure, and you hit it out of the park today.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
it's
nice being
Dr.
here.
Mary Walsh-Cole. And if you want to learn how to present on cosmetic dentistry, you have to look up her interview on YouTube because it really is fantastic. Thanks again.
Thank you.